And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 70 Sage quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I spent a little time to assign all of my hotbars to practice a little bit with the skills to equip all my best gear, including the Memphina earring, which gives you the 30% boost before level 80. And now we're back in Middle Lenosia at 2024. And we need to talk to Lala Jin Jiao. The quest is called Sage's Focus. So Lala has a mind to introduce you to the Sage's armaments. So I see the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent. You are ready to embark on your training, and naturally it begins with the armaments. A set of short staves known as no-lifts. No-lifts trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power, known as Adder Stones. These stones, which harbour spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, no-lifts gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields no-lifts as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even the studios most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the techniques will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand with the no-list at once, I have just received promising intelligence from command. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Idleshire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let's make our way there at once. Alright, so let's rendezvous with her at Idleshire. Okay, so we caught up with her in Idleshire. Let's talk to her. So this is Idleshire. The tales do not do the place justice. Really impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. To the task at hand, as I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitive have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the town south if you could tend to the north. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's go to the north of Idleshire, and then let's see what we find. Okay, so let's examine this destination. Help, somebody, please. I need help. Did you hear that? That man is in trouble. Look at me when I'm talking to you. So stop this at once. Well, rip. Okay, good. I should put the shield up. The Sage's Barrier. So, Lofa. Too many eyes and ears. We'd best leave. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You have been warned. Wait. It's not she has different colored eyes. Okay, let's talk to this refined man. So, thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Foul Dreenet of Charlian, at your service. Really? I am Charlian too, a recent graduate of the Studium, in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened? Oh, that an alumnum should come to my rescue. Thaliak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me. Without warning or provocation. I see. What is your business, if you don't mind me asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I am a sage, you see, and I travel the realm providing treatment gratis to those who cannot afford it. A sage besides. Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I had never seen so much as, laid my eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's art for ill, then their destination is like to be Saint McCain's Arbitrarum. The Arboretum. What could they possibly seek in that abandoned space? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see. That does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. You are too a sage? Yet you do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? Good people of Sysis Technon had entrusted the crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance in Mithrie's presence, I in turn entrusted it to her. Then you were chosen to inherit. Is all amiss, Master Falrinet? No, it's nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation, after all. Our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlian behind, as the great Master Louis Soir once did. And though I would never dare equate myself to him, I too believe it is my duty to elevate suffering in the world. Or alleviate. So that's what's brought you to Eorzea. You are a noble soul, Master Faldrinet, and I commend your resolve. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. Cool. Alright, let's talk to her. So let's head to St. McCain's Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitives, I had considered that they might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Google Library. But Master Faldrinet presents a compelling theory, and an all but proven theory of my own. Our quarry have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I had suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any greater insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul crystal for ill is unforgivable, and I'll not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Right, to the Arboretum. Our mission aside, I dare say it will be an ideal place for your training. Okay, so we need to go there. So, let's go. Okay, so we made it. So, let's talk to her. So, by the scholar, so this is St. Mocain's Arboretum. From the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominion. Why, it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within. I should like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. Forgive me. This isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives, and failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations, as part of practice with your spells would not go astray, and then we shall venture in. Yeah, so they're basically saying actually spend the time to practice your abilities. So if you're ready, then let us venture forth. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. Okay, so in case you fail, there will be checkpoints. Yeah, this place is pretty. Guessing that she will be the tank, so I'll probably need to cardia her. Has cardia on me. Yep. So by casting cardia on your tank, whenever you do any damage, it will also heal you. That's done. Okay, let's heal the target. Okay, so far so good. But with time, Hopefully I'll get better, especially when I have to heal a group, or just one target. Okay, so there is actual positives to just keeping the tank in your sights. And let's interact with this. And our plant seems to have been harvested here. Okay. Flurries of tiny bubbles break the water's surface at regular intervals. Okay. An impression on the edge of the lily pad suggests someone knelt here, perhaps to draw water. Or the same plant taken? What could it possibly be? Okay. Let's resting at the bottom of the pool is an animal carcass, overgrown with plant life. Perhaps it fell in while foraging for food. Fine scorch marks are in evidence on the leafage, reminiscent of those left by sage magics. So, traces of ice. Someone recently fought here, a proficient wielder of magic. Fugitives may be close, be on your guard. Right. Let's keep going. So, fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. So, of all the weapons to bear against us, no matter, I warned you once, I won't warn you again. Cool. Let's see if I can get through this. I've got this stand back. Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna do this one at a time. Right. Oh, bollocks. But okay, one down. There we. Okay, so she actually did cover on me. Let's do the dot. Heal up. The shield up. Heal myself. Put the dot up. Dreaming. It's 50% next heal. Jeez. Ow. Heal. Soon enough. And now I'm just hitting buttons randomly. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh. Okay, we survived. So, ugly, but we survived either way. So, Lofa, we don't have time for this. So, you held your own against the Enhanced. But aye, that's enough sport for now. The mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again. Sis. Okay, let's talk to her. So, the patch they dropped contained a plan, what they came for, I shouldn't doubt. It is a manner of herb, but none that I've seen in the course of my studies. And as I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. Though much of its contents are magically obfuscated, I could make out some subnautical terms, so we may assume that it belonged to a sage. As we continue our pursuit, I will work on lifting the enchantment. When you have a moment, please feel free to peruse the contents in Idleshire. On that note, let's head back to the settlement. Cool. Alright, let's head back to Idleshire. Okay, so we caught up with her. Let's talk to her. So, I've dispatched the plan to Charlian for identification. When we learn all what it is, I believe we will gain insight into the villain's objective. Now tell me, Mithrie, have you been practicing with the no list while I wasn't looking? That's because even the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrated remarkable proficiency. Regardless, 'tis plain that you have a gift for the art. The sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I can't help but wonder, if the sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind, why then does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? And the fugitives, what could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy, as Master Louisoix and Master Faldrinet have? Heck, I must muse to no avail. But it will be a while before we hear back regarding the plan. Until we do, please take the opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. The diaries of Satan are available for your perusal. More entries will become available as you progress through the story. Fair enough. So the next quest from her will be at level 73 Sage. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.